Taylor will take this one in for an AFC touchdown. So the AFC, they won the Pro Bowl the last couple of seasons and off to another good start here.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game, how many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
So now the AFC offense here coming back out for their second drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game. Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you got to think about it, don't you?
Back out is the AFC offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building it.
Oh, he tries to force it in and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
so rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The AFC offense making their way back out. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox. And he's going to be right down just inside the 35. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now Jackson. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Not an easy spot here. We'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Jackson on first down. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Throwing is Jackson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. All right, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The AFC about ready to take over on offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Jackson. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Jackson. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in there.
The AFC going to get the football here late in this first half. As we eat closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Jackson on first down. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So a look around. First and 10, it's Jackson. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The AFC set to take over on offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson now. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now it's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Jackson. That's going to be caught by Ali Cox. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. It's the AFC in possession, though they trail here to begin the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Jackson. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down by 13. 2:21 the time left. Jackson from the shotgun. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tracy Walker, and he's going to bring this one back for an NFC touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of... Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 29, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From midfield now, here's Jackson. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, You're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.